In December 2015, 17 members of the Kogi State House of Assembly allegedly voted for the impeachment of Momo Lawal and his deputy, accusing them of incompetence, while reportedly electing Godwin Osei from Ogori Magongo constituency as the new speaker. But that suffered a setback. The crisis in the assembly continued till February 2016, and Momo Lawal, the Speaker of the House of Assembly, was allegedly impeached by 5 out of 25 members of the House, and Umar Imam, representing Pt.1 constituency, elected as the new Speaker. The House insists it followed due process to remove the Speaker, stating that 15 members signed the impeachment notice, while only 7 was required to form a quorum for the removal of principal officers. However, Lawal insists he remains the Speaker, declaring his impeachment as null and void.
Anything in the House today is illegal because there is no sitting today, and there was no impeachment. Yes, this is the list of 15 honorable members. They came here in the morning to pass vote of confidence on the leadership of the House. You can see them, the 50 members are here. 5 people forged signature that they have been impeached Speaker. I believe that there is external forces that is behind them and they will not succeed.
The leadership crisis catches the attention of the Senate. The upper legislative house throws its weight behind the taking over of the legislative functions of the Kogi State House of Assembly by the House of Representatives.
The Kogi State House of Assembly has not been able to perform its legislative function as a result of the lingering crisis rocking the House, as confirmed by all the stakeholders in the state. The House has been under lock and key since the suspension of plenary on February 15, 2016, as none of the groups has held any meeting in the shadowed members. There is palpable tension and apprehension of possible security breach, which could lead to further distrust and breakdown in law and order. The division of the Kogi State House of Assembly cuts across party line and is prone to violence and insecurity. The National Assembly hereby invoke the powers conferred on it by Section 11, subsection 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to take over the legislative functions of the State House of Assembly pending the restoration of normalcy in the Assembly. Those in favor of prayer will say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Condemn the role played by the Nigerian police in subverting the provisions of the Constitution by providing cover for only 5 members out of the 22 members of the Kogi State House of Assembly to commit illegality. Those in favor of prayer 3 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. And prayer 4, direct the Inspector General of Police, IGP, to seal the Kogi State House Assembly complex on the matter is resolved. Those in favor of prayer 4 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Once there's a breakdown of law and order in any state house of assembly, the House of Representatives is constitutionally empowered to take over.
Honorable members, the Speaker is ready.
This is not going down well with the Umar Imam-led faction of the House, who vow to drag the House of Representatives and its leadership to court for alleged contempt of the court.
We are in session and we have been in session and we will continue to be. The legal representative of the leadership of this House be mandated to file a contempt of court against the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Chairman and Secretary of the purported ad hoc committee of the House of Representatives, since the action of the House of Representatives yesterday, being Wednesday night of March 2016, is contemptuous.
I'm calling on the House of Representatives to respect the sanctity of the institution as an apex law-making body of the nation that should not be cajoled into making hasty, biased, and politically motivated laws.
The legal representatives of the leaders of the House be mandated to file a contempt of court against the Speaker of House of Representatives, Chairman and Secretary of the purported ad hoc committee of the House of Representatives, since the action of the House of Representatives yesterday, being Wednesday, 9th of March 2016, is contemptuous. Say aye. Aye. Against, say nay. The ayes have it. Number 2, that this House do set up a committee to further investigate the sponsors of this crisis, the honorable members involved in this permanent incitement to promote this disharmony. If you are in support of that too, say aye. Aye. Against, say nay. The ayes have it. Number 3, that this House do reject in its entirety the decision of the House of Representatives considering the provision of Section 11, subsection 5, as explained above. Say aye if you are in support. Aye. Against, say nay. The ayes have it.
In spite of the closure, there are reports that a group of 5 are meeting and conducting legislative activities.
The G5.
On the other hand, the group of 15, also known as the pro-Jimo faction, has also gathered to deliberate on the current issue, pointing accusing fingers at the state governor, Yahaya Bello, for the crisis rocking the assembly.
On the instruction of the governor, the purported G5 speaker, even after the pronouncement of the National Assembly, the G5 remained adamant and continued sitting in flagrant disobedience of the National Assembly's resolution. 7, the governor has also continued to finance the illegal activities of the G5, as well as paying their salaries and allowances, including last year's constituency allowance, while denying the G15 same, thereby committing corruption by spending the state finances as private and personal resources. After sealing up of the State Assembly complex, the governor, who granted press interview at Abuja shortly after his meeting with the Chief of Staff, and claimed that he is not aware of any crisis in the State Assembly and that he has his speaker. The same governor provided accommodation in Government House for the G5 to continue their illegal legislative activities. With particular note, the purported second reading as well as budget defense said to be undertaken by the G5 in Government House is of no effect. As civilized and law-abiding citizens, we have chosen to the path of honor and regard for due process and rule of law, while patiently waiting for amicable resolution of the crisis.
One thing I know very well that, by way of experience, is that the assembly functions at different level. We have what is called the plenary session, and we have what is called the committees. In fact, the viability and functionality of a House of Assembly lies within the ambit of the committees. And one of the things that the committee do is an oversight function, which I do know. We have a committee on Government House. It exists. And by the functioning of the Assembly, these committees carrying out oversight are never, at all time, conducted right on the floor of the Assembly. You go to the field. You go to where you have to carry out the oversight. At the committee level, what is important is the report that you present before the entire House. When you keep making it look as if there is a creation of a House of Assembly within the executive, I want to beg to disagree. There is what is called the Speaker's Lodge. The Speaker's Lodge is part and parcel of the Assembly. And legislative activities can take place there. I won't say more than that.